And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live from the Macomb Western Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament for Game 4 of 5 in our coverage on Central Illinois Sports today. It's the host squad, the 10-3 Macomb Bombers, against the 5-4 Pittsfield Sockies. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. Jack and John are alongside this evening. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Sockies and the Bombers, both with long history in this tournament. In fact, between these two squads, well, these are the teams that have won the tournament the most over the years. They've matched up here in a number of key contests, and they actually played here last year, in fact, with Macomb getting the better of the Sockies in that contest. So Pittsfield looking for a little revenge, trying to get back on the winning ways, and Macomb looking to keep their fine season going as they're off to a good 10-3 start. We'll talk about the matchup. We'll recap what's happened so far in the tournament and look ahead to what still is yet to be played this evening. It's all coming up on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports with locations in Pittsfield, Hannibal, Liberty, and Barry. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve you with all of your banking needs close to where you live. Check out the branch nearest you or log on to greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. It's the Macomb High Bombers at 10-3 and the 5-4 Pittsfield Sockies here this evening. The winner of this contest will play Southeastern tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. The loser will play at 2:30 in the afternoon. Check that, 1 o'clock in the afternoon against Abington Avon. Macomb on the season, they opened up the year with a 53-33 loss to West Hancock, then reeled off 5 wins in a row, 49-33 over Illini Bluffs, 69-35 over Bushnell Prairie City. They beat West Prairie 68-6. Beat Illini West 56-39 and defeated Geneseo 64-21. They were beaten by the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders 52-44. Then had a 4-game winning streak, wins over Farmington 45-32, Kewanee 58-43, Mercer County by 2 points 52-50 against Liberty 51-30, lost to Scales Mound, who's still ranked in the top 5 in Class 1A 50-31, and then defeated Peoria Christian back on December 20th 45-36. The Sockies on the other side of things are 5-4 on the season. They started off the season 3-0, wins against Liberty 56-30, Payson Seymour 51-40, and Western 50-37 before losing to Porta AC Central 38-34. Beat Minden Unity 43-32. Back-to-back losses to Southeastern 56-45 and West Central 66-54. Beat Riverton 36-32. Didn't play Griggsville Perry due to illness and then lost in overtime at North Green, 50-49, back on the 16th. So it's been a while since the Sockies have played, some 11 days ago, and they've had that loss to North Green to think about throughout the entirety of those 11 days, which is, not a good loss for the Pittsfield program, to be real honest with you. Nothing against North Green, but a North Green squad that had lost earlier, less than a week before, to a Western team that Pittsfield handled early in the year. So the Sockies looking to rebound against a tough opponent in this Macomb team here tonight. So far in tournament action, Illini Bluffs beat Monmouth-Roseville 56-42. It was Rockridge beating Liberty 54-22. West Hancock over Canton 51-48. Camp Point Central beat Lewiston 62-26, and Southeastern defeated Abington Avon 41-29. This Pittsfield Macomb game scheduled to tip off at 6:30. Eureka and Illini West will play at 8, and at 9:30 Farmington and Brown County will go head-to-head in a game that we will bring to you here on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you've chosen to spend some of your evening with us here. Hope you had a great holiday together with your family and friends, and spending a little time with us here from Western Hall and the Macomb Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament on Central Illinois Sports. We step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll talk more about the matchup as the Sockies and the Bombers go head-to-head. Back with more after this.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Lipcomb Insurance Services realize today's risk. A good risk management plan is a necessity. It takes thought and consideration in many variables that face you as a producer. No one solution can be the answer. At Lipcomb Insurance Services, we have over 40 years of experience with agriculture and the problems you face. We offer a wide variety of options to help you shoulder some of the risk. We understand farming. We will go over your goals and challenges as a producer and build a risk management plan that fits your operation. Contact Brett Lipkeman at 217-242-2703. Lipkeman Insurance Services, a trusted and proven provider of federal crop insurance for over 20 years. Go Eagles! Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Back on Central Illinois Sports to Western Hall and Leroy A. Ufkus Court. Pittsfield and Macomb in this contest. Winner plays Southeastern tomorrow evening, and that'll be a tough task for either of these squads. These 2 teams played a year ago at this tournament, and when they did, Macomb was the winner of that contest by a final of 40-22, as the Bombers really clamped down on the defensive side of things, Jack, and much like in that game a year ago, the Sockies have had times this season where scoring has basically gone by the wayside.
Yeah, the Sockies traditionally are going to be a team that's going to keep you in the 30s and 40s, but they need to be able to score 50-plus points in a game to have success, and they're going to have to find some people who are going to have to step up and take that scoring on. One of those guys is a junior in Brennan Tomave, a guy who's got the ability to do it, but they need to get him some more shots during the games.
It has been a little bit of a struggle to get Tom Abe some open shots at times. Another thing for Pittsfield, not to make excuses for them because they wouldn't make them for themselves, but you kind of hope they're finally maybe on the upside of that sickness they went through. They really struggled with that for a couple of weeks.
They and a lot of other people, and, it's one of those things you have to deal with, but it's sure been tough because you're just not the same in the fine art of playing basketball, especially on the offensive side when you're not feeling well.
This Macomb Bomber squad, we were really impressed by Connor Watson, the 5'11", now senior, when we saw him a year ago. Just a really heady player and a young man that could really make things happen on both ends of the court. But this is a very athletic group for Jeremy Anderson's squad, and although they do boast some size off the bench, really their starters about 6'2" or so. Don't start anybody much taller than that.
Yeah, but Watson really makes things go. And, when you talk about a year ago, you talk about 2 years ago. And, some of these kids are on the tail end of losing some of that basketball that they wanted to play throughout their career, and Watson's good in about any sport he plays.
Both teams out of the court preparing for this contest this evening. Glad you're with us here on Central Illinois Sports. Lots of action coming up for you today, tomorrow, and then Friday as they'll take Thursday off here as WIU will play a home game on this court. And so instead of moving the tournament to Macomb High School or another location, they will take the day off on Thursday and finish out with the finals on Friday. Of course, we're just a couple of weeks away from the Winchester Invitational Tournament, the 100th annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. Really looking forward to that, and a little less than a month away from the Quincy Shootout on the 20th and 21st of January. All of that action can be watched right here on Central Illinois Sports. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to this contest as Pittsfield and Macomb go head-to-head. Let's step aside for a timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Great Rivers Bank, hey, check them out right now with their online loan application, or contact one of their great loan officers. They're happy to help you at any time, day or night. You can check them out at greatriversbank.bank or find them at any of their locations in Pittsfield, Liberty, Barry, and now in Hannibal, Missouri. It's Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The Macomb Bombers, a lot of people say, well, it's really an advantage as being the host team in this, Jack. Well, they get 1 practice here usually prior to the tournament, and then they're kind of like everybody else. The shooting background's a little different, but we've seen Macomb over the years do very well in their own tournament. Now, it's been a while since they've really been at that top level, but they've got one of the best coaches in this part of the state in Jeremy Anderson.
Yep, Jeremy does a great job, and Macomb, if they're in the hangar, you would give them a little bit of an advantage. Here, not so much. It's not like they get to come out here and play a lot of different times. And, there's some added pressure being the host team in a tournament, because if you lose in that first round, a lot of people get real disappointed. And wasn't too many years ago, they lost a couple in a row and got knocked out, and there were a lot of people very unhappy about it.
I can remember matchups between these two programs. Brad
Hamilton.
A foul called right out here against Brad Hamilton, and I think maybe the only game he fouled out in his career against Seth Wickert. Macomb would go on to finish the tournament out. Pittsfield would go on to finish in the top 4 in the state that year. I can remember right over to my left a very angry father of Joe Womble and a father of a Macomb individual having a nice conversation about where they were going for dinner after the game. And I can also remember a young man losing a tooth right out here on the court. A couple of teeth have flown out, out of mouths on this court.
They went from the top of the key here to the other end of the court, and then the IHSA put in a rule about you being able to clear people with your elbows and not being able to do it, which I'm still not in total agreement with the way they let you play defense. But that guy, after he met Mr. Womble, he decided it was great to sit back down and watch the game.
He said, I will be glad to settle in here and watch the contest, and a nice crowd on hand building for this matchup here this evening. About 3 minutes, 35 seconds on the pregame clock. They will have the national anthem, I would believe, prior to this contest, as the Bombers usually do before their contest. So we'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show to hear from some of the sponsors helping to make this game possible for you this evening. Back with more on the pregame show after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
When I'm driving in my car with my family, I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car, we literally get excited when we see a Dot truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at Dot. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things, if you want them, you should be at Dot.
Welcome back to Western Hall, side of this Western Macomb Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament. The Macomb Bombers and the Pittsfield Sockies matching up this evening. They're going to have the national anthem. We pause, and we'll have the starting lineups in the play-by-play. Pittsfield and Macomb next on Central Illinois Sports.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dew Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dew Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dew Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at deerwestergrain.com.
Time to meet the starting lineups in this contest as Pittsfield and Macomb matching up here on Central Illinois Sports. Our starting lineups brought to you by Waters Concrete. Tim Waters and Company. They offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052. For the visiting Pittsfield Sockies, Brad Tomhave squad 5-4 on the season. They'll start at a guard. He is a 6-foot junior, Brennan Tomhave. At a second guard is the 5'8" senior, Nolan Daniel. And at the third guard for the Sockies is the 6-foot senior in Adam Musgrave. Out of forward, a 6'2" junior, Connor Allen. And at the other forward, the 6'2" junior, Eli Mendenhall. Mendenhall, Allen, Tomhave, Daniel, and Musgrave for the 5-4 Pittsfield Sockies. For the Macomb Bombers, Jamie Anderson's squad is 10-3 on the season. They'll start the following. At a guard, a 5'11" senior, Connor Watson. At a second guard, a 6'2" junior, J.T. Jeter, and at the third guard, a 6'2" senior, Langdon Allen. At a forward, he's a 6-foot senior, Nolan Kerr, and at the other forward, the 6'2" senior, Jack Duncan. Duncan, Kerr, Allen, along with Jeter and Watson for the Macomb Bombers. By the way, Jack Duncan, I believe, signed a baseball scholarship at Western Illinois University and had a really nice season on the football field.
Jeter have like tape on his ears, or what is that?
I don't know if he has an earring that he's taped over so it doesn't get ripped out.
On
possibly.
Both sides.
I would say that might be the case. Don't want to take that and rip it open.
I thought he had his AirPods in.
Yeah, I don't know if they've said that you have to take those out yet or not, but a lot of guys would wear them if they didn't. Macomb's in the home uniforms, white uniforms with the orange numbers and black trim. Sockies are wearing the reds tonight, and the tip is up and controlled by Pittsfield as Tomhave has the basketball in the front court against the man-to-man of Macomb. Gets it to Daniel out front, just underway in the opening period. Daniel to Musgrave, top of the key. Puts it on the deck against Watson. Leaves it for Tomhave on the wing right side. Drives, now stops. Pulls it back out front to Daniel. It almost slipped. Leaves it on the right side to Musgrave. Gets to the middle. Shot put up, won't fall. And the rebound down to J.T. Jeter. Gets it to Watson, who will bring it across for Macomb. Sockies turned away on the offensive side on their first attack, although they got a pretty good look. Jeter with it, left wing. Looks in the post, out top now to Watson, who really played well against Pittsfield a season ago here.
Watson
Here's the ball now taken away by Connor Allen. Gets it to Tomhave. The ball is still loose on the court. Comes free now to Allen, so no turnover on that. Langdon Allen, that is. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Macomb on the baseline here. No turnovers. I don't know that anybody ever really had control.
Watson playing against Pittsfield looked like the 91 state tournament.
7:07 to play in the first. Inbounds pass comes to Allen. Over on the right side, Watson. Out between the circles now, Nolan Kerr. They'll get it to Duncan. Duncan drives, pulls it back out. Around the perimeter, Jeter deep. 3, right wing, no good. And Connor Allen has the rebound for Pittsfield. So both teams come up empty on their first offensive attack. 6:47 to play in the opening period. No score on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Tomhave brings it across. Gets it to Eli Mendenhall on his first touch on the offensive side. Looks out front. Ball tipped, run down by Daniel. To Connor Allen, who's been, he battled the flu for a while. There's Daniel for a 3. It rims in and out, no good. Gets his own board. Attacks down low. Into Mendenhall. Puts it up, missed the layup. And the rebound secured by Watson. Watson wants to push into the front court to Jeter. Ooh, nice find. And Jeter puts it up and in for 2 and gives Macomb an early 2-0 advantage. 6:11 to play in the first.
Pittsfield had that look down low. You got to make that basket.
Oh, goodness. Just use the backboard, young man. It'll go in. Daniel with it for the Sockies. On the left side, Tomhave. In fact, Pittsfield's 2 looks on the offensive side have been right where they would like to get them. Now Musgrave drives in. Shot up, no good. Rebound underneath. There's Mendenhall. Put back off the front of the rim. No good again. And the rebound down to Kerr. We'll see Anstead check in here in a moment. On the next dead ball. Duncan has it out top. Reverses the ball to Watson on the left wing. Fakes the 3. Has a step on Daniel. Drives in. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound in the little man's game comes down to Nolan Daniel. 5:30 to play in the first. Daniel to Tomhave. Brad Tomhave shouts out some instructions for his squad. It looks like the old wax on, wax off play, the way he's motioning down there. Tomhave now with it. Leaves it to Daniel. Daniel knifes to Musgrave. Shoves off a bit. Gets by with it and puts it up and over the rim for 2. The game's tied at 2.
I like his aggressiveness.
Musgrave says full contact basketball. I'm in. 5:05 left in the first. I like when they let him play a little bit.
He had some stitches the other day, I do believe.
Jeter with it on the wing left side. Said, cut me, Mick. Out top, Watson. Over on the left wing, Kerr. Kerr nearly has his pocket picked by the active feet of Allen. Now the ball comes free to Langdon Allen for Macomb. No relation that I know of. Here's Jeter, and he called for traveling to turn over on the Bombers. Here's Caden Anstead, the senior, in for the Sockies. He'll sit down Eli Mendenhall, who's just struggled to get those little layups to go in.
Yep, had 2 good looks. He's got to put those down. Eli will tell you he can do that.
4:42 to play in the first. And a game tied at 2. Not that surprised that this is low scoring so far, are you? Jack's so surprised he's speechless. Right side with it is Daniel. Musgrave around the horn, Tomei. They run him off the three-point line. Little floater up, no good. Another good look, and the rebound down to Duncan. Allen pass into the front court. They push it ahead to Langdon Allen. Allen between the circles to Watson, deep. 3-ball on the way, too hard. Rebound tipped around. Anstead had it for a moment. It was knocked in the backcourt. And it'll be Macomb basketball again here. On the right wing with a Kerr. Nolan Kerr to Duncan. Duncan, you can just tell, is just a different kind of athlete. Drives in, shot up, no good. Rebound down to Allen. Duncan, if you look at him, he doesn't look quick, but man, he's got a quick first step, doesn't he? He's turned the corner twice. Sockies are going to have trouble staying in front of him. Daniel out front for Pittsfield, trying to take their first lead of the day. 3:47 to play in the first, and the game tied at 2. Here's Connor Allen to Musgrave. Spins back to Connor Allen. Guarded by Langdon Allen. Musgrave gets it back. Look, back door wasn't open. Ball handoff is stolen away by Langdon Allen. Allen then has to save it in. Ooh, he finds a man, and Kerr streaking back. His layup is up and good. Kerr's got his first 2, and Macomb leads 4-2.
Pittsfield's had plenty of looks, and Macomb hasn't been that selective on their shots and doing a little better job. They'd have a lead right now.
Musgrave. There's a pass that is a dangerous one. Ball picked up by Connor Allen. Macomb up in your face, up in your grill defensively. That's really how they like to play. Here's another steal. Langdon Allen takes it away. Second turnover on the Sockies. Allen in the front court to Duncan. Knifes the lane. Runner-up is good. Makes it 6-2. Bombers. And Brad Tomhave wants the timeout. 2 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the first. It's Macomb 6, Pittsfield 2.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
6-2 Macomb. 2:54 to play in the first. Really offensively for Pittsfield, getting good looks, Jack, but sometimes you just got to put the ball in the basket. It's as simple as that.
Can't play soft. You got to get out here and really stick your nose in it, and they have played soft in the first 4 minutes of this game or so.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Pittsfield basketball. Javen Petty has checked in for the Sockies, the 6-foot junior. He replaced Musgrave.
Somebody tell Rachel Cawthon Jordan can clean floors.
Ooh, we'll leave that secret for later. Maybe need a favor at some time. Allen has it on the left side for the Sockies. Look for Anstead on the back door. Good find. Now he has to go up. They'll say he traveled.
Yep.
And a turnover on Pittsfield, their third.
Yep, couldn't get the footwork in. Had a good inlet pass there. Who made that pass?
It came from Connor Allen.
Yeah, it was a good one.
2:39 to play in the first. 6-2, the Bomber advantage. Jeter and Watson bring it up for Macomb. Watson throws it across the top to Allen. Allen and the Bombers have their largest lead of the contest on the Truck scoreboard. This 4-point advantage. Kerr now left side, back out top to Jeter. Pittsfield a little bit of a zone now. Kerr, dribble drive in, gets to the rim, shot put up, no good, foul. And 2 shots coming up here for Nolan Kerr.
Anstead caught with a slow step there. His first, team first. Free throws to be shot the other way for Nolan Kerr. It's a 6-2 Bomber lead at the 2:16 mark of the first quarter of play on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. First one up by Kerr is good.
Moose Lodge 420. Hey, check them out each Friday for their Friday meals specials. It's a new special each week. The food is hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield.
Mendenhall back in. Daniel sits down for a little bit.
The other side, Jack Duncan trying to return. to the contest. He will come in and sit down Langdon Allen. Ian Case also checked in during the timeout, the 6'6 junior.
Kerr's got 3 points on the night, looking for his fourth and trying to build on that biggest lead of the ball game, and does.
8-2 Bombers, a 6-0 run after it was tied at 2 points apiece. 2:15 to play in the first. Tom Ave playing the point for the Sockies as Daniel has sat down for the first time on the day. Tom Ave picks it up out front, gets it to Petty. Petty dribbles toward the right wing against Watson. Trying to get it to Anstead on the bounce pass, and does. Turns and faces against Case. Out top, Tom Have. Left wing, Musgrave. Works off of the screen. Now it goes to Mendenhall. Anstead, right side, Tom Have. Can't let it fly. Dribbles in, kicks it out top to Mendenhall. Handoff goes on the left side to Petty. 1:40 to play in the first. Musgrave with it on the wing. Top of the key, Mendenhall. Over to Tom Have. Tom Have fakes a three, got caught in the air and throws it away. Duncan stepped in the passing lane to take it away. Fourth turnover by the Sockies. Watson into the front court for the Bombers, up by 6 with 1:20 to play in the first period. Kerr behind the arc right side. Out top, Case. Over to Jeter. Gets it to Duncan, top of the key. Now to Watson right side. Hand in his face at all times. Just over a minute to play in the first period. It's been all Bombers. Here's Kerr on a drive. Little footer up and in for 2 more.
He's got 6.
And the lead is 8 for Macomb. 10-2. 57 seconds to play in the first.
Kind of looks like a replica of last year's game, if I remember.
Tom may have been to the front court.
Can't fall behind by too much early.
Here's Watson, just stole it right away from Tom Abe. Watson on the larceny. Layup at the other end is no good. A rebound there, Kerr, though, as there were 3 Bombers there to get a rebound and 0 red jerseys, and makes it 12-2 for Macomb. 30 seconds to play in the first. It's not good when you're getting out worked on the toughness side, and then you don't hustle back after a turnover. Here's Tommy on the dribble drive, tries to throw a pass inside, ball knocked loose, comes free to Musgrave. He'll put up a little floater in the lane, it's good. Musgrave breaks the scoring drought for the Sockies to make it 12-4. Kerr trying to chase it down in the front court, gets it to Watson with 3-2. Watson trying to set up for a 3. He will get a shot off, a deep one at the buzzer, no good. And we've played 1 quarter. After 1, it's Macomb 12, Pittsfield 4. Second quarter play-by-play your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Macomb leads 12-4. It'll be their basketball. They're 5 of 10, 0 for 3, and 2 for 2. Pittsfield 2 of 9, 0 for 1. Haven't shot a free throw, and they've turned the ball over 5 times. Got to clean it up.
Bombers with the basketball. They have Allen out there along with Duncan, Case, Kerr, and Watson. Allen to Kerr. It's to Watson. Way out front between the circles here at Western Hall. Allen on the left side. He and Kerr play a little pitch and catch on the wing. Kerr with a quick first step as well. He and Watson both quick there, as is Duncan, as we talked about earlier. He's right now manning the high post. Here's Kerr, leaves it to Case. Case back to Kerr. Good look, 3-ball on the way, no good. Rebound down to Nolan Daniel for the Sockies, his second of the contest. He'll bring it into the front court. Sockies have Musgrave, Daniel, Petty, Mendenhall, and the 5th man is Tom Abe. Here's a ball stolen away as Sockies got caught just kind of picking the ball up inexplicably. Watson on the steal. has it for Macomb. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Watson turns the corner, drives, kicks it back out to Kerr. On the right side, Watson now. Works off of the pick and roll action with Kerr. Ooh, they had it to him. Didn't get it there, though. Or that Case, I should say, not Kerr. Case was wide open on the pick and roll. Now they've got him and Mendenhall matched up down there. Try to get him the ball knocked loose, but they'll say Mendenhall too much on the bump there. He'll be called for the foul.
Mendenhall's first, team second. I'd say they were trading him off in the push. And Mendenhall got the defensive call against him.
Here comes Allen back in for Pittsfield. Petty sits down. Case sits down the other way as Jeter returns for the Bombers. 6:33 to play in the half. Watson out top, Allen to Jeter, sporting the bright neon yellow shoes. Ooh, here's Watson, blows right by his man, gets to the rim, shot no good. Rebound down to Tomei for Pittsfield. Neither team shooting a high percentage so far in this one. 12-4 the score with 6:11 to play in the half.
Pittsfield shot 1 3. That's pretty unusual for them this year.
Macomb really pressuring them on the perimeter. Now Musgrave nearly has a bounce away. He fakes the pass. Leaves it off on the right side to Brennan Tomave. Tomave to Daniel. Daniel fakes. Now tries to drive in. Nearly lost his balance to Tomave in the corner for a three. It's no good. Rebound underneath comes free to Watson. Watson wants to push into the front court for Macomb. Bounce pass to Langdon. Allen off the window and in for two. The Bombers lead by 10. 14-4 the score on the Trucks scoreboard. 5:35 to play in the half. Tomave to Allen on the left side for the Sockies. Out front, Musgrave into Mendenhall, and they'll call an offensive foul against Pittsfield. Calling Daniel on the illegal screen.
I thought Mendenhall just traveled there, but third foul, 7th turnover, first on Daniel.
Macomb brings into the game for the first time Braden Holthaus, the 6-foot sophomore. Here's Watson to Holthaus. Over on the left wing now, Jeter. A 10-point lead in the basketball for Macomb. 5:10 to play in the half. Watson deep in the corner to Langdon Allen. Skips it across to Holthaus. Free throw line, Duncan. Duncan surveys what he's got going on here. Kicks it to Watson for a three. Ooh, went halfway down and came back out, and Mendenhall gets the board. His first. To Daniel, quickly into the front court. 4:49 to play in the half. Macomb's held Pittsfield to 4 points. Daniel gets it to Mendenhall. Looked on the back cut, wasn't open. To Daniel out top. Leaves it to Connor Allen. Allen at the free throw line to Tomave. Over to Daniel, now Musgrave. Musgrave and Daniel, guys in that 3-guard weave that can kind of turn the corner and get by somebody. The rest of the Sockies just aren't blessed with that type of speed. Now they'll work it down low to Connor Allen. He has a poke free and stolen away by Duncan. Turnover number 8 by Pittsfield. Twice as many turnovers as points. Not a good recipe for success for the Sockies. Watson with it out between the circles for the Bombers. Almost halfway home in the second period. They're up 14-4 on the Truck scoreboard. Duncan with it out top. Looks on the right side. That's to Watson. Watson the dribble drive. Past Daniel. Leans back. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Connor Allen for Pittsfield. Macomb's missed some good looks. They could really be in control of this one. Here's Musgrave. Going to attack down low against Jeter. They bounce off one another. Shot put up no good. But JT Jeter whistled for the foul. And to the free throw line will go Adam Musgrave for the first time this evening.
Jeter picks up the first foul against Macomb with 3:43 left in the half. He fouled about 3 times going to the basket. Finally got called on that one. And to the free throw line is Adam Musgrave. His first one is up, in and out, no good.
Reelnet and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. They've got lots of great things for you to check out at Reelnet and Twine. Call 217-285-5013.
Musgrave rims them both out. Good hustle by Connor Allen trying to make something happen, but loses it out of bounds.
It'll be Bombers basketball. 3:42 to play in the half. 14-4 Macomb. Allen of Macomb with it in the backcourt. Now to Watson. To Kerr. Back to Watson. Sockies have switched into a little bit of a zone look now. Ball handoff to Langdon Allen. Now to Kerr on the left side. Back out to Allen. He and Kerr now want to exchange spots offensively. Allen back on the wing, guarded by Connor Allen. Around the horn it goes to Watson. In the corner to Case. Look down low. Passing it around the perimeter are the Bombers, up by 10 with 3:03 to play in the first half. Kerr with the left side. In the corner to Allen. A couple of bounces with it back to Kerr. Watson. Single dribble of it. Left side Kerr to Allen. Bombers trying to take the legs out of the Sakis on the defensive side. Here's Jeter now trying to get to the rim. Shot no good. Rebound Kerr. Missed the putback. Gets his own rebound again. To Allen. Allen dribble drive. Finds Case. Case underneath. Blocked by the bottom of the rim. Rebound loose. Connor Allen on the floor for it for Pittsfield. He's tied up. And it will be Pittsfield basketball. So they get the stop, but it took a lot of work and a lot of time. And with 2:30 to play in the first half, it's still a 10-point game.
Kerr had an easy look to the basket, and he hit the bottom of the rim also. So neither team looking too sharp, but Macomb's happy with moving the ball with a 10-point lead with 2:25 left in the half. Now the Sakis need to put some points on the board.
Daniel to Allen on the right wing for Pittsfield. Top of the key, ball knocked loose. Daniel runs it down out near the half-court line. To Musgrave. He nearly has his pocket picked by Jeter. Now gets free, drives in, little floater up, no good. And Case with the rebound, stolen away by Connor Allen. He'll fake, go up, under, and in for two. Connor Allen with the steal and the putback, and then they'll have a delay of game warning against Pittsfield, because you couldn't have a Pittsfield-Macomb game at the Macomb Holiday Tournament without shenanigans that don't mean a darn thing to the game. 2:01 to play in the half. 14-6 Macomb. I mean, in a riveting, high-paced game like this, what kind of a delay of game could you have? The only thing delaying this game is the offense run by these two teams, and it's pretty deliberate and on purpose. Allen with it on the left side. There's a pass out top. Musgrave tried to tip it away. Jeter, right side. Watson for a three. Air ball. Wow. Rebound down to Langdon now on the offensive glass. Gets it to Kerr, left side for a tray. Second chance opportunity, and Macomb capitalizes with the three from Kerr.
Kerr's got 11.
Makes it 17-6 Macomb. 1:25 to play in the second period. Tomave into the front court for the Sakis. Gets it to Allen. Back to Tomave. Tomave with a little jab step against Kerr. Looks for Ansett on the give and go. Shot up, blocked. Rebound down to Watson. Watson on the run out into the front court for Macomb. An 11-point lead in the basketball. Got to try to get it to Kerr here, don't you? Now Case on the left side. Drives in, past his man. Little up-under move and in for two.
His first two of the night.
Pretty nice move by the big man, Ian Case, the 6'6 junior. And the lead for Macomb is 13. 50 seconds to play in the second period.
Passes have not been crisp. The catches have not been crisp.
Haven't really taken very many shots.
No, they haven't. 13 on the day.
Here's Tomave on a pull-up shot, no good. A rebound down to Langdon Allen. 30 seconds left. Watson brings it across, and Macomb will try to hold it for a final shot here. Up by 13 when your opponent's only scored 6 points. Why not? We'll have the Little Jess Motors halftime show for you momentarily. Daniel comes out to guard Watson now. Over to Case with 15 ticks. Back to Watson. Jeremy Anderson calls out the play call for his squad. Watson on the right wing. Dribble drive in. Puts up a floater off the high glass and in for two.
His first two of the day.
21-6. Three-quarter court shot. Tomave with the buzzer no good. And we head to halftime with Macomb in dominating fashion, leading the Pittsfield Sakis 21-6. Halftime stats on the Little Jess Motors halftime show your way next.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with a story, You add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
Pike County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring? Time for a new kitchen? Any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
When I'm driving in my car with my family, I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car, we literally get excited when we see a Dot truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at Dot. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things. If you want them, you should be at Dot.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's the Macomb Bombers on top of the Pittsfield Sockies by a 21-6 advantage of the halftime break. And Jack's got to look at your halftime stats.
Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Quincy, place to go for your next vehicle. Thank them for sponsoring the games. We appreciate it. LittleJessMotor.com, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. It was 12-4 after one quarter and 21-6 at halftime, the biggest lead of the ball game right now for Macomb. They've turned the ball over 2 times, Pittsfield 8 times. Macomb has 1 foul in the ball game, that one on JT Jeter. 3 fouls on the Sockies, Mendenhall, Anstedt, and Nolan Daniel, each with a single foul. The Sockies are 3 for 14, 21.4%, 0 for 2 from the arc, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. On the other side, Macomb 9 for 22, 41%, 1 of 7 from the arc, 14.3%, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and Macomb leads it 21-6. We'll talk more on the halftime show about individual stats when we come back on Central Illinois Sports.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more. If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Back at the Little Jess Motors halftime show, it's Macomb 21, Pittsfield 6. Jack has a look at individual and team statistics for you.
Well, individual scoring for Pittsfield won't take long. 4 points for Adam Musgrave and 2 points for Connor Allen. That's it. 6 points in the first half. Macomb, 11 points for Nolan Kerr, 2 points for Ian Case, for Connor Watson, for JT Jeter, for Langdon Allen, and for Jack Duncan, 2 points apiece. So balanced scoring, but just a bucket apiece. Macomb really basically did a lot of things to let Pittsfield stay in the game and have some success, but they haven't taken advantage of it to this point. and turned the ball over 8 times, and that's been a bugaboo in this one. Pittsfield trails it 21-6 at halftime, but there's plenty of time to turn it around because you're only down by 15, and what are you going to do about it in the second half to come out and play better?
I mean, especially in that first quarter, Jack, Saki's had some shots inside, especially within 6 foot of the basket. They just haven't made, and credit Macomb for limiting the shots for the Sakis, but if you're Pittsfield, you got to pick up the pace on the offensive end, and everything is just too slow on the offensive side. And when your personnel is not, as we talked about, blessed with a great amount of quickness, you got to figure out a way to be a little quicker, and that's by moving the basketball.
And when you got to go to the zone, when you're down by 15, you're not conducive to catching up in a ball game. So you just about have to figure out a way to get some people in there that can play the man.
Something's got to give in this second half if Pittsfield hopes to move to the right side of the bracket. It's 21-6. Macomb at the halftime break on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Our final break of the halftime show. We're back with second half play-by-play next.
When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your nutrient crop consultant today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls in Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. Farmers, are you looking for high-yield genetics to help the bottom line on your farm? Contact Lipcomb Seed Sales for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. We have the luxury right now to be offering the highest-yielding soybean lineup Pioneer has offered in 30 years. Couple that with a service that is second to none, and you have a winning combination for your farm. For corn, check out the results of the National Corn Growers Yield Contact and see who's at the top. Maybe today is a good day to revisit Pioneer corn hybrids as well. Contact Aaron, Evan, and Brett today for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. Go Eagles!
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
The Bombers of Macomb will start with the basketball to start the second half of play. Up by 15, 21-6 over the Pittsfield Sakis. Our contest tonight is brought to you in part by the Pike County Express, who are a local family-owned newspaper. They have been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. The Bombers send to the court. Watson, Cheater, Kerr, Duncan, and Allen. Pittsfield counters with Musgrave, Daniel, Allen, along with Tomave and Mendenhall. Here's Watson with it on the right wing for Macomb, up by 15 and dominated on the defensive end. Here's Cheater, gets by his man, up and under, shot no good, but a foul called on Musgrave.
Musgrave got beat, picked up the foul, his first, team first. And the thing is Adams one of our quickest guys. And didn't no weak side help that time, and that's the way that defense is designed, I do believe, right? Jeter's the free throw line. First one up, no good. He'll get another.
Bowlers Universe, they're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. Check them out for New Year's Eve this year at Bowlers Universe.
Jeter makes his third point of the night, makes it 22-6 now.
7 minutes, 43 seconds left in this third period. Tomei brings it across against Kerr, who was in double figures in the first half. Musgrave now to Daniel. Daniel tries to split the double team, kicks it out to Connor Allen, and he'll be called for a travel.
At a jump stop, 9th turnover against Pittsfield.
Watson will bring it up for the Bombers. On the right wing to Jeter. Let's run through the screen now to Duncan. Reverses it left side. Kerr. Down low, JT Jeter all by himself. Puts it up and in for 2.
He's got 5.
4-6. As the lead just keeps on growing here for the Bombers. 7:09 to play in the third on the Trex LLC scoreboard. Daniel on the wing. Out to Musgrave. Musgrave on the dribble drive to Tomei in the corner right side. Fakes, now fires the 3. It's short. And the rebound pulled in by Watson.
He's got 4.
Watson brings it up for Macomb. Things going the Bomber way right now in just about every facet of this contest. Kerr left side. Back cut to Duncan. Duncan in the paint. Tough fadeaway, no good. Connor Allen with the rebound for Pittsfield.
His the 4th.
We'll say Connor Allen does look a lot more active today than we have seen him play, and he's just finally trying to get healthy. He puts up a nice shot there and gets it to go.
He's got 4.
He has the ability to score the basketball and can be very aggressive. As an athletic young man is Connor Allen.
When these guys were younger, he was probably their leading scorer most of the time.
24-8, 6:09 to play in the third. Pittsfield got to string together some stops. Instead, Watson a wide open 3, and he buries it.
Watson's got 5. The switch on the post that time on the pick did not happen.
27-8. Musgrave looks to Allen in the corner. Mendenhall out top. Adam Musgrave fakes, now drives. Got caught in the air. Got it free to Daniel. Daniel on the dribble drive. Little reach around pass is stolen away. Into the front court. They throw it up for a Jeter. Ooh, nice save to Langdon Allen, who puts it in for 2. And Brad Tomei wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. Macomb up 29-8 over the Pittsfield Sockies as you watch high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
5:32 to play in the third, 29-8 the Macomb lead. Pittsfield took the timeout, their second of the contest. They've got the basketball. As we're back to live action, Javen Petty checked in during the dead ball timeout. Tomei with it. Drives in, looked for Mendenhall. Mendenhall going to try to go at Duncan. Gets him off his feet. Nice move, misses the bunny. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by Petty. It'll be Bomber basketball.
Got to make that shot over and over and over again. You got to make that shot.
I mean, he's done everything right except for just put the ball in the basket. You know what I mean?
Yep. These are great young men. It's not that we're down on them because of the kind of people they are. You just got to get tough and play tough out there when you cross the line.
Well, and when you do everything right to prepare yourself and get yourself a good look, I mean, it's frustrating, I know, to him, too, because, you did everything right to get yourself the look you were looking for, and then you miss a shot that you know you can make. Here's Watson on a tough take. Shot up no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
It'll either be Tom Have or Tom Have's going to pick up the foul. Brennan will pick up his first, team's second. 2 shots to be shot by Watson, who's got 5 points in the night to go with 4 boards. First free throw is up and short. 4:55 left third quarter, 29-8, a 21-point lead. Second one up by Watson is good on the correction. He's got 6.
And the lead for Macomb just keeps on building, 30-8 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard for all of your diesel repair needs. 217-922-0044. It's Trucks. Make sure to check them out on Facebook. TRUX Trucks. Here's a nice pass. Daniel to Allen, who lays it up and in for 2.
Give Allen 6 on the night.
Makes it 30-10. 4:30 to play in the third. If you're Pittsfield, your goal at this point is to try to make this a 10-point game by the end of the third period. But you're going to have to string together some stops, and they've not done that much here in this contest. Watson guarded by Petty. Now on the left side finds Kerr. Check that, that's not Kerr, that is Steven Stufflebeam in for the first time. Here's Watson, blows right by his man, gets to the rim and scores.
That's where you're supposed to have the help side coming to help you, right? 8 for him.
I think there'd be somebody there to help you once you force your man toward that baseline. But nobody was home. And Watson got an easy 2. Tomei with it. Looks for the dribble drive in against Jeter. Goes up and under. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Tomei attacks down low. Up and in for 2. Good stick-to-itiveness that time by Brennan Tomei.
He was determined, no doubt about that.
32-12.
Talk about that help, though. You can't be jumping at the end of that. You got to be planted at the end of that. Just working the ball to the wings and beating people to the basket.
Now Watson just drives right in the middle. And ooh, acrobatic move that time by Watson. He's got another 2. 34-12. The Sakis just don't have the guy with that kind of a quick step and ability to finish. Here's Stufflebeam now trying to get the steal, and it's knocked out of bounds. Kerr and Duncan come back in. Jeter and Langdon Allen sit down. On the other side, Adam Musgrave returns. Nolan Daniel takes a chair for Pittsfield. 3:09 to play in the third. 34-12, the advantage for Macomb. Inbounds pass, Allen gets it to Tomei. Tomei in for 2. Well-designed play and executed by the Sakis there. 3 minutes to play in the third. Still down by 20. Watson on the right wing. This is kind of what they've done, is isolated 2 guys on one side of the floor, use that little pick and roll action, and usually the guard has just been quick enough. Now Duncan gets free underneath, up, under, and in for 2. He made that one maybe even more difficult than it needed to be, but still finished with another basket. He's got 4. 36-14. Petty with the basketball. Out to Allen. Allen leaves it for Musgrave off of the screen. Musgrave pull-up jump shot, rims it and out, no good. Rebound, Petty knocked it away. He's trying to secure the steal, saves it in bounds. They'll say no, he stepped out. And it'll be Macomb basketball, linked to the court to go. 2:18 left in the third. Here comes a new man into the game. This is Hunter Wilson, a 5'11 senior for Macomb, sitting down Stufflebeam.
Winner of this one plays Southeastern tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, and the losers will play at 1 o'clock.
Wilson on the wing to Duncan. Duncan dribble drive, and they'll say he was fouled. Maybe the help side man got a piece of him, possibly.
Not sure.
Going to call it on Anstead.
Anstead's going to pick up the foul. It'll be his second, third team foul. Macomb has had 1 foul called on him in the game. Pittsfield 6. That's total. Haven't seen a lot of fouls called in this tournament so far.
Case gets it to Duncan. Out to Watson now. 2 minutes to play in the third. 36-14 Bombers. Duncan. Over to Kerr. Wilson looking down low, and he throws it out of bounds.
Just the third turnover of the ball game against Macomb, first in the second half.
Problem with getting down like this against a team like Macomb is they'll work the ball long enough. You'll never have enough offensive opportunities even to come back in this one, unless you can really pressure them and turn them over, which is hard to do, number one, against a team with good ball handlers. And number two, Pittsfield is not pressure in the full court very often.
Plus, you got to hit the 3.
Here's Petty. Little pull-up J. It's good. Javen Petty with his first basket of the night. And he's got the ability to shoot it. 1:27 to play in the third. Watson into the front court for Macomb. To Case on the right wing. Out top now, Kerr, who had 11 in the first half. Wilson to Watson. Watson fakes, got his man to step back a bit, fires the 3 and hits it.
13 for him now.
39-16 Bombers. with a minute to play in this third period. Daniel hands it off to Petty. Petty on the dribble drive in. Puts it up. Shot no good. Rebound down to Duncan. Gets it out to Watson on the run out. Watson trying to find an opening. Takes a peek up at the clock. Right side, Wilson. To Duncan. He had the ball knocked away by Musgrave and stolen away. 30 seconds to play in the third. Petty brings it into the front court for Pittsfield. Toward the right wing, hands it out to Tomave. Tomave trying to turn the corner, puts up a tough runner, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Case. He'll get it to Watson with 17 ticks to play in the third. Pulls it way out front. Trying to hold for a final shot is Macomb, up 39-16. Watson now goes right by his man, gets to the rim, misses the layup, but there is the man for the putback in Kerr. He misses it. Musgrave trying to secure, and the ball is loose as the buzzer sounds, and we head to the fourth quarter with Macomb leading Pittsfield 39-16. Fourth quarter play-by-play your way after this timeout on Central Illinois Sports.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
39-16, 23-point lead for Macomb. 8 for 25 is Pittsfield, 0 for 3 and 0 for 2. Macomb 16 of 33, 3 of 9, 4 of 7. So the two teams together have only combined for 58 shots in the game.
Yikes. Right side with it is Tomave off of the screen from Daniel. Tries to get it back out. Ball tip stolen away. Leading the pack is Watson on the run out. Gets it into the front court. Shot put up underneath. No good by Holtas. And the rebound out of the Sakis. Daniel leading the charge the other way. He'll drive in. Had a man on the other side. Forces up. No good. Rebound to Macomb. Jeter running the other way. He'll drive in. Have it out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Pittsfield. And for a moment there, it looked like a... Well, I'm not allowed to say what it looked like. And into the contest for Macomb will be a new man. That's Jake Hobson, the 6'3 junior.
They're going to call a delay a game on both teams for a minute.
7:31 to play. Inbounds pass comes to the new man and Hobson. He's related to the Griggsville Hobsons. He's a lot bigger than those guys ever were.
Oh, that Case boy looks like a tight end, didn't he? Whew. His dad, the minister.
Here's an illegal screen now by Hobson. So as a lead blocker.
Hobson picks up the foul, his first, turnover number 5, and Pittsfield will have the ball.
I mean, if you put Corey and Stewart on each other's shoulders, I'm not sure they're as tall as that young man.
No, they could take him.
Well, I didn't say in a fight. I mean, that's a different story.
No, I just meant in a conversation.
Oh, okay. Here's Tom. He gets to the rim. Nice finish. Get through. Oh, my goodness. Did you see that ball hang on the rim and not go in? Goes out of bounds off of Pittsfield. I mean, it rolled and rolled and rolled. It had a good soft touch and just would not roll through the cylinder.
The thing I noticed when the ball was rolling, though, is 4 of our guys had vacated the area. Guess they thought it was going through, which so did we.
Did you? I think I did. So did everybody in the gym. It was actually on the board for a moment as a basket. Holtas with it on the right side to Allen. Inside to Jeter off of Musgrave, I guess, from behind. Knocked it out of bounds. Watson inbounds it to Holtas. To Watson on the right wing. Fakes, lets the man fly by. Has the ball knocked loose in a scrum, and Tomave picks it up out of there.
Turnover number 6.
He'll push it toward the front court now to Daniel from the wing for a 3. It's good. Nolan Daniel from downtown.
His first points of the night.
Cuts it to a 39-19 game.
Jeter's white tape on his ears is gone now. Just kind of bizarre.
I don't know. Remember when they used to make kids put like a piece of tape, here's Allen knocking it out of bounds, a piece of tape or a Band-Aid or something if they had a tattoo. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Well, I don't know. The earring thing, they used to make you take them out, but maybe you're not allowed to make people do that.
Baseball, you can wear jewelry now. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, that's great.
No rule anymore. Well, yeah, I mean, really, the nice thing about athletics is it's 90% about how you look and the other half is mental.
You got to get that great big chain and carry the big award if you hit a home run and all that stuff. That's how you make $38 million a year for 13 years.
Hey, here's the deal. I've watched the deals that have been signed. Quit going to school, play baseball.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work. Here's a steal by Connor Allen now as Pittsfield gets a stop. Then the ball knocked out of bounds by Langdon Allen. One Allen with the steal, the other Allen with a deflection, and Pittsfield will keep it with 5:46 left, down 39-19.
Did they almost hit Keith Yeck?
The one and only Hall of Famer.
Some would say it's been a long time coming.
Some would. Here's Daniel, works it on the right side. Petty, little jab step and a drive, trying to get it back out to his teammate in Daniel for a three short. And the rebound pulled in by Langdon Allen for Macomb.
Allen did a nice job boxing out that time.
He did. Yeah, Jeremy Anderson's kids do a nice job on those little things like that. Much like you saw.
He's not flashy.
No, but much like you saw Liberty, how Liberty plays, you know, even when they had a lot of talent last year, here's Watson for a three. It helps to have a kid like that, too.
Not afraid to make it happen. He's got 16.
Doesn't hurt for sure. And
by the way, 14 in the second half.
Now ball thrown away by the Sakis on the inbounds play. And it'll be Macomb basketball. 5:15 left.
Turnover number 12.
Watson to trigger. Inbounds pass. Comes out front. Connor Allen still playing hard.
Watson's one of those kids just makes everybody better around him. Dusty Bensko. Think of the guys. Brad Hamilton. Lots of those guys that have done that over the years.
No offense to Connor Watson. Comparing him to Dusty Bensko may be a little unfair. Here's a ball knocked away. It's stolen away. Petty on the run out into the front court. Gets to Tom Abe. Tom Abe's left-hand layup is up and good to make it 42-21 on the Truck scoreboard.
Tom Abe with 6.
Dusty Bensko was an All-American type of baseball player who also helped them win a state basketball championship.
2. Wasn't it 2?
No, I think they just won one state title. Only.
No, Jordan Roth won the 2 in a row.
Here's step back Watson. Gets his own rebound. He's just trying to increase his chances for the double-double and gets the putback.
He's got 18.
44-21, yeah. Dusty Bensko only won one state championship in basketball. Here's a three by Tom Haver, ins in and out, no good. Petty, the rebound, puts it back up and in for 2.
Petty with 4.
4:09 to play. 44-23 advantage for the Bombers. Pittsfield just never been able to get enough stops put together to get back in this one, let alone the offensive struggles. And here's a reach-in foul.
And that will go on.
Connor Allen.
Connor Allen. He'll pick up his first foul of the ball game. 4th team foul. Watson going to sit down. 4:03 left. They'll play Southeastern tomorrow in an 8 o'clock matchup. That'll be a good one. We'll be here to bring it to you.
I'll be intrigued by that matchup, actually, because Jeremy Anderson will definitely have a plan defensively. Now, do they have anybody to really match up? What do we have here? Foul called on Connor Allen.
No, Petty's going to pick up the foul.
And Macomb has a little size. I don't know. Here's an inbounds pass, nearly stolen away, and it will be now as Daniel secures. Gets it to Musgrave. Musgrave on the run out into the front court. He'll attack down low, shot it up. No good, but a foul called against Case.
Case will pick up the foul. That will be his first. First team foul in the second half. That's 1 in each half now.
Case gets up, and he's got a big smile on his face because if you put Musgrave and Case side by side, Adam Musgrave's never knocking Case down.
No, but Musgrave said, I've got cows at home that aren't any bigger than you, young man. Musgrave will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 0 for 2 from there, making 1 for 3. And he has 5 points on the night. 42-24 on the Trucks scoreboard. Adam Musgrave's second is up and also good.
Here comes Ethan Gratton into the game for the first time, the 6'1 junior. He replaces Musgrave, who's a little banged up on that play.
Musgrave, like I said, got his head split open the other day. You know, they're down by 19. I thought it was going to be a running clock, and you got to give Pittsfield credit. They played the second half a lot more even. If it wasn't for Watson, who scored 16 points in the second half. Macomb turns it over.
He could have just had the flu today.
Well, 3:36 left in the ball game, 44-25.
Should have got one of those illness guys to cough on him, like you were talking about in that Camp Point game, huh?
Yeah.
They're ill, they should stay home.
Yeah.
Or go
well,
sit
there are
on
two
the other
guys in the
team's
street
bench.
clothes. Somebody said, well, they might be ill. I said, well, I hope they're not on the bench ill.
Here's a pass out of bounds as Tom maybe went to cut back door, and Daniel was trying to hit him on the wing. Ball out of bounds.
Pittsfield has scored 19 points in the second half.
3:19 to play. We have a 3:19. Out top with it is a new man into the game. This is Hunter Kendrick. Hunter is a 5'11 junior. On the left side, Langdon Allen. Out top, Hunter Kendrick.
Tom Hayes said, what do you want me to do with this Case kid, by
Here's
the
the
way?
ball stolen away now by Connor Allen. He gets it to Tom Abe. Tom Abe on the dribble into the front court. Stops, pops, shot no good. Rebound fought for and saved in bounds by Stufflebeam. Good hustle. Pittsfield still has it, though, to Petty left side for a three. Good luck, and he nails it. Petty from downtown. 44-28, 2:46 left.
7 for Javen now.
What do you think of the style of offense Pittsfield's played a little more in the second half? A little more of a attacking style, would you say?
Didn't throw passes behind each other and caught the ball. That's a lot of it.
Here's a foul inside now by Connor Allen. But what I'm saying is, though, do you not feel like they had a pretty specific agenda to try to get to the rim and have?
Yeah, instead of just running the weave outside, they actually were really penetrating. But part of that, Macomb didn't stop them. A lot of new guys into the game now.
Drew Watson's into the game. He's a 5'10 freshman for Macomb. And here, Steven Stufflebeam stepped out of bounds.
12 turnovers, 10 in the second half of Macomb, so it hadn't been pretty for them either.
Or like I like to say, Steven Stufflebeam stumbled on the sideline. I don't know what his middle name is, but I hope it's
Shivers.
Steven Samuel Stufflebeam. Here's Wyatt Potter with his first action on the season. He throws a pass. A nice catch by Grattan. Ball knocked loose. It's still loose out there. Petty on the floor after it. It's stolen away into the front court. It's a pass that was led a little too far down the court. Also, we're going to see young Mr. Jackson Viley in for the first time, the 6'1 junior.
Well, you know, December is his birthday. A little sloppy Joe out there. Harry Waggy, we're thinking about you, buddy. He called a lot of games at this Macomb Holiday Tournament over the years, did he not?
Yeah, he did.
And if he saw a game like this, he'd call it and tell you exactly what he's seeing.
2 minutes left in this contest. Here's a pass from Tom Abe. It's stolen away by Stufflebeam. Stufflebeam steal, gets it to Watson up and in for two. That's Drew Watson. 46-28. Petty on the run into the front court. Has picked it up, looking down low. Ball stolen away. Stufflebeam with the steal. Sticky fingers Stufflebeam is what they're going to call him later. Now he has his pocket picked by Tom Have. Tom Have on the drive in. Shot put up is good by Brennan Tom Have. It's 46-30. 1:20 left.
He's got 8.
Jeremy Anderson from the bench has come up. Help him out. All right. Steven Stufflebeam off of the screen. Right side, Drew Watson.
He should have told Pittsfield that earlier.
The thing I will say about the Watson boys, they're not very tall young men, but they do get a lot out of their frame, don't they?
And they are great golfers. And I think pretty good little baseball players.
Under a minute to play. Here comes Tom Abe the other way. Drives in. Throws a pass out front, Petty. Petty, little shake and bake move. Drives. He will work it beyond the perimeter to Grattan. Grattan will attack the rack down low. Got the man off of his feet. Shot put up no good. Gets his own rebound. Ball stripped away. Grattan goes failing to the floor. And the ball is free to Macomb's Lindsey May. Kendrick with the basketball to Watson. 25 seconds left in a 46-30 contest. Wilson gets it out front to May. On the right side, Kendrick. Kendrick gonna launch a three, no good. Petty with the rebound for the Sockies. 14 seconds left. Petty on the right side to Grattan. Back to Petty for a deep three. It's good. Petty with a tray makes it 46-33, and that's going to be our final on this one. Macomb going to improve to 11-3 on the season. The Sockies drop to 5-5 on the year. They'll play Abington Avon tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Macomb will play Southeastern at 8 o'clock. And here at 7:30 o'clock, we will pause for the Illini Community Hospital post-game show where we have final stats, and we'll also name our Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, player of the game next on Central Illinois Sports.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect. If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Final of this contest, a 46-33 win for the Macomb Bombers over the Pittsfield Sockies. Macomb jumped out to a big lead in the first half of play. Never looked back on this one. A big second half by Connor Watson leads the Bombers to their 11th win of the season. The Sockies drop to 5-5 and into the consolation bracket of this Macomb Western Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament.
It was 12-4 Macomb after one quarter, 21-6 at halftime, 39-16 after three, 46-33 at the end of the contest. They lose by 13. Macomb was 19 of 40, 47.5%, 4 of 11 from the arc, 36%, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 51%. They were led by Connor Watson, who had 18 points, 16 of those in the second half. 2 for Ian Case. JT Jeter had 5 points in the game. 2 points from Drew Watson, 4 from Langdon Allen, also 11 from Nolan Kerr. They all came in the first half. 4 from Jack Duncan, 2 in each half. Sockies were 14 of 37, 37.8%. 3 of 8 from the arc, 37.5%. 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 67%. On the night, 10 points from Javen Petty, 8 from Brennan Tomhave, 6 from Adam Musgrave, a 3 from Nolan Daniel, and Connor Allen had 6 points on the night for the Sockies.
For this Pittsfield squad, Jack, better offensively in the second half, but as we talked about, just never really strung together any kind of a defensive stop, time after time where you could then turn that into offense. And the Sockies' inability to pressure the other team and put pressure on them and force turnovers really makes it difficult. You've got to shoot a very high percentage, which they just have not done this season.
Yeah, the flow was not there in the first half at all. The passes were behind. The intensity level wasn't there. Getting good shots was not there. Much improved in the second half, and they seemed to get a little quicker in the second half with the lineup that they used.
Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the night once again from Connor Watson, leading his squad with 18 points and leading the Bombers to the quarterfinals against Southeastern tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. We'll have that game for you tomorrow, along with a couple a bit earlier in the day. But, this evening we've got the Brown County Hornets and the Farmington Farmers scheduled to tip off at 9:30 tonight. Until then, we bid you farewell from Western Hall and the Macomb Western Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament. For Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull, thanking you for joining us tonight for another Central Illinois Sports presentation.